What's up, YouTube? This is Felicia here, and on this edition of Anime Reactions, we're gonna go ahead and react to the seventh. Yeah, this is the seventh episode of Magica Records Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica Gaiden. I'm gonna be honest here. It's occurred to me as I look upon the with this first half. The pacing is just really feels off with this. I'm not so sure. It kind of bounces from fast to slow and fast and again back again with certain scenes, and you just like the fact that you have to like even if you know the original story, the fact that I needed so much explanation from third parties like you guys to try to make heads and toes of it, and it's not always that bad, but when it's to that point, I mean, you just feel like there's just something off with the show. Not that I think it's bad at all. It's no by no means awful, but by no means is it but by no means is this thing you know as great as good as it could be right now. But I'll give it a benefit of doubt. I mean, we do have 7 more episodes, including this one. I'm going to dive in. So, if we remember last time, right? And I'm just going to go and pull it up because, frankly, these characters I don't have the best way to remember the names. Felicia, she's sort of that reckless that Mahou Shoujo that we kind of got to know the previous episode, and basically her recklessness has driven her to put the others in her party in danger, and that's kind of just where we left off here. Um. So they did finally put a profile for little Cube here. I'm surprised they even put a voice actor because he's frankly has not even spoken as any sort of spoken dialogue. And we also had Kyouko make a few cameo appearances. I am not sure which one, like which role she had. Is she gonna be on the bad side or on the good side? Like, is she and Mommy like on the same side, or are they opposing or whatnot? Um, there's a the problem is like we haven't we dive. Okay, so we get introduced to these characters, right? We dive in we dive in, like we try to get to know who they are, but we only know about them, halfway, and then we just kind of leave off and then just go to the next character and then the next one, and then there's just kind of like these rumors of the week or weeks, or so on and so forth. And the thing is, rumors it gets stronger depending on how sorry how they're passed around and all. Like, although I will say that the previous episode, just like why would you go ahead and go for that advertisement like that when when there's just something so off about it. But I guess it just sets up the story. Like, it's just a plot device at this point. We there's like I said, there's 7 more episodes. Like, we'll get some better explanation at some point. We did also get. Oh yeah, I almost also forgot. Felicia was also offered by the wing of mages to some sort of there's some sort of offer, like so so these wings and mages are trying to, I guess support these rumors if I'm not mistaken. And Felicia is willing to work with them in exchange for some. I don't quite remember what it was, but I don't think it's gonna turn out very well for her. But I don't know. I'm still quite lost with this show, but it'll come together somehow, some way. Uh, like it just need like I just wish it had more time. Like not just like 13 episodes. Like maybe it was. I don't know why it was listed 20. It was said to be listed 26, and all of a sudden it's just 13. I'm guessing either that first pump was just a lie, or they decided to just cut back because of some other issues, or like maybe it's going to be a split core. I I'm not sure at this point. But anyways, so let me just go ahead and pull this up. Uh, I hate the fact that I had to wait, you know, a couple of hours just to find any subs that I come up with this one from KCAS, and hopefully it's okay. This is the best I can go with right now, so do bear with me. Do bear with me on this. I just hope the translations aren't awful. Like I don't want it or like off sync. Like those that's the worst case scenario. And hopefully it plays back properly, of course. So I'm just trying to pull this up. And we can get this started. So I'm seeing I'm seeing that there's no that there's no they took away the part with the Aniplex thing. So I don't think we need to worry about uh copyright, logo for because we don't show the logos and all that. I don't know. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. That's one way to start a fire. But, okay, so we're kind of diving into Felicia's little background here. What the hell is what the hell is this? Is this from Ultraman or Kamen Rider or some shit? Ooh, they see the dark, how her face was all darkened. That's her wish. So that would explain the nature of the. So that would explain, her sort of personality and why she's like so reckless and like because of her need for her apparent desire for vengeance, kind of correlates with her wish, and unfortunately, that sort of vengeance gets others in danger. Vengeance is like if we know from like any works of fiction, vengeance is not usually the right answer. There's something hold up. Okay. I also do apologize if my voice is a little is you know, if it was like I'm kind of don't have my voice for a little bit. So this is the layer of the Magius. Like an underground sewer. Look like something from what I saw in Goblin Slayer. Except it wasn't. Except the sewer wasn't as saturated. Never mind. Oh, those are twins I saw in the key visual. So the Scott sisters, the Amane sisters. Okay. 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 Um. And yeah, this pretty much confirms that this is not a universe that Ultimate Madoka in the original story had came in contact with yet. So we're still using so we're to, still so we're still using police slash military equipment. She's not Homer though. Like Homer literally be just stashing those damn weapons. I pretty much lost faith in her in the start. I know something's up. Totally not an entrance. Totally not signaling an entrance to somewhere. Hey, it's QB Mini. Now you get them. Now you get them 30% off. Oh yeah, like she wasn't a native to the city. She wasn't a native to the city in the original story. To the main setting in the original story. She came from the another city. If I remember correctly. Beef seeds grub plays asleep. Yeah, yeah. It's sort of that I don't know how you say it. It's that sort of little background in her. Like her thoughts are all in the are all messy right now. Okay, so this is literally a fucking a black market. This is literally a Was some sort of damn drug deal. What is drug dealing? This is literally magical styles for drug dealing right here. What does that read? Okay, okay. That was a sudden. That was an abrupt stop in the music. What the hell? Are you? I'm not so sure if those are the same two that were talking with Felicia and Kyouko earlier. Okay, never mind. They just popped up so quickly. I'm just like I don't even know yet. Are you serious, man? Bro, don't. It's like fucking marijuana. You're gonna get addicted, or tobacco or whatever. You're gonna get addicted to it way too fast. Y'all in sync, are you? In other words, fight. This looks like a fucking reality marble or some shit. Because magical girls and witches are literally two sides of the same coin. It never it never ceases to kind of creep me out with these damn figures. Okay, damn, chill. Kyoko was never going to trust him anyway. Like we already know. All right, what you got? Okay, so she's entered the heart of the problem. Oh wow. Well, Ooh, okay. Hmm. You gotta use your double. Yep. Yep. This is supposed to be release. I mean, it's assuming you survive. You survive being a double. Huh. Oh, 5, 4, 3. I think you may need to get off that. Oh wow. Well, here we go again. Sorry, that kind of just buzzed in my ear for a sec. That QB just liquefied back. Just liquefied back. So what is that QB mini, man? New character? Oh wait. Oh no, we know her. Yes, but not on your not on your side. I mean, that's nice and all, but which means she supports the boomers. Oh, even if we don't believe in rumors, we still hear them. Let's believe. You? Yeah. But that's how she thinks. It's like what this just turned into some sort of absurd, ridiculous religious cult. It literally has it written all over. Fucking KKK shit right here. Fucking KKK, like, can't trust the damn church. She cat. She casts defog. Remember, like, her stuff was clouding up, but she didn't release her doll, and yeah, it's like it's like a it's like a Coke bottle that you just shook up way too much, and it's about to open. I'm gonna call their things doubles because wishes is not a really good way to put. Doesn't feel like a natural way to put it. Even though I know they're kind of the same thing. And you're about to become the very thing you're fighting. This is a good part. This is a this is the perfect moment for her to just suddenly go, just suddenly go ape shit. What's with the sprinklers? I have to think it meant something. I just can't put my finger on it. I know she. I know. I okay. I know Kyouko and Yuki would get along so well, for good reason. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It just occurred. I don't know why it just occurred to me now, but so I guess it went. So I guess it went all okay for now. Um, there another scene. There's a scene after this. All right. I don't know how to feel about this episode, but at least we had some stuff cooking. Well, so basically, Felicia was at that point where I was thinking she was gonna turn into she was gonna she was gonna turn into a witch. Well, I can't. I don't know how to even define that anymore. Gonna release that, sort of other side of her, with the fact that you're able to control. But no, it's Iroha again. The what really kind of perplexes me is how fast Iroha built it up again, as opposed to Felicia, who was on that brink, just because she was just at her wit's end at that point. Like she could, and like Kyouko was just telling her, like just shut up, stop whining and think for a sec. And then like Kyouko kind of nailed it on the head, like, cause that's how she just getting others in trouble. She only cares about her damn vengeance and shit. I like the details though on the sender unknown. Please help me. Sender unknown. Are you a magic girl? Fuji no Fu. Oh boy. Well, is that a new character? Okay. Well, that was interesting. So I'm guessing this Fuji, no Fuji. I'm pretty sure we. I don't remember if we saw. My memory's bad. I'm sorry. Like I might have not. I don't recall if we've seen her before, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna show up next in the next episode, I guess. But let's go. Let's talk about this. So, so they go. So Felicia did, Felicia, and then later on Kyouko, who just kind of, hopped in on the situation. Although we kind of know, like Kyoko's not someone that's gonna get suckered in that easily. Like she knows what's up. Like we already know, like she, like yeah, like Kyoko's of course, she's is the notably, she seems notably, at least seems notably a lot more experienced and more level-headed than Felicia. I mean, even though like she did have her own family issues that just went down, that just went down the drain and all. I mean, if you heard from what happened to her backstory in the original story, and frankly, like I've said this before again, if you have not watched the original series prior to this, I don't know what the hell you're doing. So I mean, I'm not so sure if it's gonna help enough for the context to help with understanding the context of world building well enough. But it does help to at least know what to expect. I mean, this show is still really light. It is still really light compared to the original. Let's be fair. I mean, it is, but I will credit that it is trying to be to be its own. But there's some stuff here and there, like you're just wondering, like, are they trying? How serious is this? When are they gonna have something plot-wise to really have us care about, as opposed to just introducing these new characters one after the other. When I'm still trying to wonder about something like what Yachio, more into Yachio's backstory, more into Iroha's, she was trying to find her sister, and then we're trying to introduce with these other characters, and I'm trying to find the worth in it, and frankly, it's just kind of like diving in halfway, and I've mentioned that before the reaction. I mean, before the episode. It's not. It's just like it's sort of an incomplete sort of story being told, and I just wish it had a better, like, more episodes to work with to help it out more. Or maybe that is how the source material went, but it would need but they cut out some stuff. I'm not even sure. I would guess there's like that they would just need more time, and but I frankly don't know where they're at with the story. Like, are they halfway, or is it like afterwards? Is there still more to come? I'm not entirely sure. But Iroha has now another issue. I mean, the fact that there's the lucky owl water. I mean, I feel like that felt kind of unresolved. Like, doesn't like. But I'm guessing like the whole thing with the luck kind of wears off when you kill off the Iwasa core. I mean, because the Iwasa is source of where the owl water kind of was. I mean, if I assumed correctly, and the Anmane sisters. Well, I don't know how to feel about it. They look like the fucking Yamai. They remind me of the Yamai twins from Day Day Alive a little bit. And the fact that they use they use witches to do all the dirty work, and then all of a sudden their soul starts clouding. I don't know why it started clouding though. I'm guessing it's due to the mat. I'm guessing it. I usually thought it was you accumulate you have to accumulate this mainly by fighting directly, but apparently using magic to control something to fight, while not being involved directly, at least initially, does kind of, build up the corruption in your soul gem, and then where you can just release that, Doppel, whatever it is. I know Doppel is not supposed to be something I know already. I know right now, but it's something I've kind of known already before I've even touched upon this series. Like ever since I've watched the original one, it's been kind of stuff where I've kind of dove into, but not too deep. Because frankly, I wasn't as interested in the game wise, but I was interested in the terms, and Doppel just kind of came up. So yeah, like it was just kind of like a premature, like I just kind of knew that term already, and it does fit with whole Doppel, because doppelganger and all, and yeah. I still feel like there's just I know it's probably not going to be something that we have to see in this one episode. Like probably the problems that I felt like we have yet to address properly, we'll get some sort of proper answer in the next episodes, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'm looking at this too much scrutiny, but it's just something that just really felt off. It doesn't have these sort of deep, stupid fuck. It really doesn't have the sort of the heavy consequences of the original one, and that was what I was hoping from this one, because of the way they were trying to build up everything with the rumors and all. Like I was thinking, like when Kande like got trapped in that staircase, I was just like, oh yes, they were literally just the same way with the original one. And then it's just kind of, she got released and all. I mean, yeah, there is still a problem with her, but it just doesn't have the same sort of heaviness in terms of the atmosphere. I mean, it's still really trippy. It still has that cryptic feel, but it's not as intense as the original. And I can get why. And that's why it is just an alright series so far. But it's just at this point, it's just kind of here. It's not up there. It's still a chance it can get up there, but it's not. But at this point, with only 6 more episodes to work with, I don't think we're gonna get that much higher. Nothing against the soundtrack. It doesn't have that much of an eeriness as opposed to the original series soundtracks. I mean, they're still good, but they just don't have that thing that just gets you, that just gives you, goosebumps, which in a sense, has that sort of chilling tune and whatnot, to know like, oh shit, like this is actually terrifying. No, but I mean, but it's still, for here it's just unsettling, like, but it's more so because there's still a lot of things unanswered or just only half answered. I'm still trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but there's only so much leeway I can give at this point. Even with a show from one of be under one of my favorite studios. We'll see how everything goes from here, but it's just alright at this point. I mean, I still really enjoy it because it does have all the the feel with magical girls battling which is in all the whole concept, the cons of making a wish and of making a wish to become magical and all. Yeah, it's still there, but it doesn't. But the stakes are not are in my opinion are not as high as in the original. It's just like we're not out here like decapitating anybody yet at this point. I mean, we're not out here with some what the fuck like time traveling PTSD shenanigans, which I'm pretty sure I don't think it needs it, but we at least it needs something similar to just make us know what I'm really worried about now that I bring about it is just I just hope Magica Records, it won't be I hope Magica isn't to Madoka Magica as Steins Gate 0 was to the original Steins Gate. I'm just gonna admit right now, as much as I have a few moments I liked from Steins Gate 0, that alternate setting was a mess. I'm gonna admit that right now. And unfortunately, all my reaction videos to that one have just gone away because YouTube is stupid with their damn copyright reactions, and I'm still gonna continue saying that, even though it is not as much of a ruckus to talk about, to conversate about anymore. But then that's also the reason why it has been hard for me to get subs on this channel in the first place. So it is what it is. But anyways, it's still a really a really entertaining episode. I mean, that's all I could just really say about it. And I'm not so sure what to expect for the next one. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna get introduced to the new characters that we have not yet to focus on. I'm guessing the shield right here that we saw earlier. I think from the last episode, not this episode. We might get focused on. We could also. I do also want to. But we may get some explanation on this QB Mini, or Little QB, the unofficial name here. This little QB then suddenly, transforms back into water or some sort of liquid, and you're just like, what the hell's going on here? Is this associated with the rumors and all? Because it does show up a lot when rumors are nearby. So you really gotta think something is up, and why is it associated with Iroha? I just feel like I know something pretty, pretty what the fuck sort of description is going to happen with Iroha regarding this QB and the rumors. I think, but I think they're kind of dilly-dallying on other things for a bit too long. So because I want to get to the point. Now with the original one, it wasn't so much of a dilly-dally, but it was more of they were focused on Sayaka, and Sayaka is quite an interesting character, and having Kyouko involved in that as well. And knowing, and then the slow realization that, oh shit, this magical girl thing is not what it seems to be. And then after the Sayaka thing kind of ended, we then get to the main part of the story as to why Mago Homura was here and what showed up in the first place. At the very start, in the very first episode. And why she acts like that and such, and then everything just kind of speaks for itself. For here, I feel it just really the stuff here doesn't, the other stuff here doesn't doesn't feel like it's connecting. Some of the stuff doesn't feel like it's connecting to something bigger. Or even if it does, it's not making it as clear as I wish it could be. Like, yeah, I want to do some mystery solving, but I don't want it to be so, vague. Or, just kind of, dull in terms of, explaining stuff here and there. Now, not now. I'm not saying it needs to go psychopath levels of, explaining the stuff here and there, because psychopath exposition, it just does what it only explains when it needs to, when there needs to be explaining, and it did it pretty well. And there's other shows that, like Psychopath, that similar to Psychopath, that have done it well, pretty well. And then there are some that are like Psychopath, but they just kind of mess up on that and some other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say. I mean, if I did miss anything, which I'm pretty sure I did with a series like this, do leave comments below, and let me know what you think. And but other than that, that's just gonna be this. That's it for this edition of Magica Records Reaction. So smash that like button if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're interested in getting notifications and updates, just hit the bell icon below. Also, you can check out the links in the description of this video for links to the other social media platforms that I use, which include my Twitter, my Discord server, my Patreon page, my Tumblr, my list, my annual list. If you're the last two, if you're really onto it, because I frankly not even sure. I frankly have nothing to really hope for with my anime list right now, even though given the recent news, I mean, provided you haven't been living under a rock all this time. But other than that, guys, that's gonna do it for this edition of Anime Reactions. So until then, see you next time.